Okay, now we are live on Facebook and on
Hey.
YouTube. That just goes to show how my day was today because, like, it just was one thing after another. Um, that's all I can say about that. But anyway, what I want you to do is I want you to introduce yourself and say where the people can find you and your awesome content, so they can see your abs and stuff like that. Tell the people where they can find
Well, hey, stink. I'm Jasmine, one's health and fitness coach, and my fitness brand is Say It Fitness, and that's spelled S 2 A's 2 Y's. So SAAYY It Fitness. Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Say It Fitness, on Facebook at Say It Fitness, TikTok Say It Fitness. I want to say It Fitness 28, and YouTube as well. At Say It Fitness. Or Say's Corner. One of the two. But just Google me, baby. You'll find me.
you. Oh, that's right. She said I'm on everything, okay?
I'm on any and everything. You can find me. Oh, look, I got on my Say shirt too, so that makes
I
sense.
know that's
My
right. Okay,
Say
so
necklace, my Say shirt.
what I'm also gonna do is put your Instagram and all the ways that they can find you in the description after we end this video too. So people watching the replay will be able to come back and see what was up. And I
Perfect.
am Coach DJ, and I'm the CEO of By Damita Joe. I am a mindset and fitness coach, and my focus is pretty much on getting you to start the habit of working out. Okay, so that's what I'm all about, and in that process, I'm sharing my own journey of how I finally made fitness stick. So today we're going to talk about we're just going to have a Q&A, a little chat about some things that may be common that people might not want to ask, some things that I got a couple fun questions for you too. So
Oh, cool. I
so
can't see the comments or anything like that too, so you know.
okay, well, I'll keep looking. I don't see any yet.
Okay.
But if anybody is in the chat, I would like you to drop one thing that you're struggling with on your fitness journey. If you're not on a fitness journey, give me one reason why you're not working out. Like, why don't you work out? So that's for the chat. For the people that are on the replay can also participate in that too, because I'm gonna come back and check the comments. But
Perfect.
one of the things I guess I'll start. Out with you is um, like, what is the biggest or best piece of fitness advice that you ever got, like, throughout your whole like workout journey?
Going at your pace. That's the one thing that I stress about. That's one thing that I tell my clients that I did myself. Cause little backstory, I lost weight about 3 times. The first time I wasn't really trying, but I had took a cardio class, and I was at CCBC Community College, and I took a
Mm-hmm.
cardio class because I needed an extra class. So out of all the classes, I take a cardio class, which is now is like, okay, makes sense. But then at that time when I first got out of high school, I didn't want to be a health and fitness coach. That was like, I didn't even know coaching was a thing. So it wasn't, I don't know, I just took it. So with that, I lost weight just by working out so much. And at the time, I wouldn't say I was running the streets, but I was walking a lot. So on the bus and stuff like that. So I lost weight. And then by 2015, I probably lost like maybe 10 to 15 pounds because I was like 140 something in high school. So I probably got in like 130 something. So you be like 130 to 1, like it's a difference between 140 and 130.
I
Like I
don't even
looked at,
remember what that feel like right there, because I used to be 140 back in high school, but
look, I looked skinny. And so then by the time like 2015 came, I gained it back. I got like 170 or something like that. Then I lost 20 pounds.
hmm
Um, and then by 2019, I gained back 40. So when I started this journey, this is where I was like 190 something. So this is the pushing back. But this time when I lost, in total, I lost 75 pounds from just home workouts and eating right and changing the way that I ate. But what made this journey a little bit different was that I went at my pace. So I know a lot of times we focus on duration, we focus on how much we're doing. So
hmm
in our minds, we have to physically work hard. We have to physically overwork ourselves. We have to physically or deprive ourselves from
damn near die
everything.
on the gym floor.
Okay, damn near dying, not eating nothing. Now, again, I'm not against intermediate fasting. I feel like fasting is a time and a place. I feel like There's a time and a place for it, but when you are trying to lose weight, the best thing that you can do is one, learn proper portion control, and two, learn about your eating habits. But you cannot do that if you're rushing your journey.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
again, go at your pace, and that's what I did. So I started out with like 3 to 2 days of fitness, doing like 10 like to 15 minutes, 20 minutes of workouts, and I still was able to lose, and I just kept going. I kept going. I just kept progressing and creating goals for myself. So I always tell people, go at your pace. Like, you working out 5 to, like, I feel like if you haven't worked out in a long period of time, you like, okay, well, I want to start back up, and you're gonna do 5 to like 7 days. I'm not saying it can't be done, but what I'm saying is your body may not be used to that, especially if you try and go to like 45 minutes to an hour, and like, I feel like
Mhm.
you're gonna lead to blowout really quick.
And you're
You
going,
don't
yeah,
want
I feel
that.
like I agree with that. You're going to deter yourself and make yourself feel like you can't do it, and
And you working hard for nothing. I
you're
see
more
that
prone
all
to
the
quit.
time.
You know what I'm saying? You're more prone to quit.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
see that all the time because women are like, I've been doing all this, I stopped eating this, and I worked out so much, but it's like you're doing way too much and your body can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Not handling it in that way, but it's tired.
Yeah.
So again, no results kind of mean you're overworking yourself. So that's why I mean, like, you can push yourself, you want to push yourself, but not overwork yourself. That's the thing. So with that, with your journey, allow this to be just that, your weight loss journey. So allow you, one, to get to know your body, two, what foods work for your body. You know, a lot of times when we're getting older, especially in our 30s and stuff like that, what we could eat and do in our 20s, we cannot do in our 30s. Okay, our bodies, you know, the older we get, the more our body is more, you know, I would say more sensitive, but that just means you can just treat it a whole lot better.
Mhm.
That's my thought. So now that, you know, I've lost 75, because I got down like 117, I'm now like 130 something, so I've gained. Um but with that or whatever, you know, I've learned, like, okay, the foods and stuff that my body just doesn't like, and even then, still, I'm still, you know, I'm still learning. But that's one tip, is one, oh, I got two. One, go
Okay.
at your pace, and then two, do not focus so much on how your body looks that you forget that it has to function for you. Your body still has to function.
That's a
So
good.
stop taking these unhealthy measures and stuff like that to lose weight quick when your body still has to function. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a process. I agree with that. I agree with that because people want quick fixes, and you can't do that with your body. You know what I mean? And you know,
Absolutely.
I told you about my story when I jumped back into fitness, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm athletic. I've been working out before, and I jumped back in that joint and was gung ho. I ain't last but 20 minutes before
Baby,
they
my
was helping
first
me
week,
out.
my first week when I started, I was like, bro, I didn't think it was as bad. But I just kept going at my pace, and then the more and more, like, after a while, you forget where you used to be at when you progress. Like, dang, I used to not be able to do that. And then now you
Mhm.
can do it. So you get to see how your whole body and yourself just transform just by you taking that one step to change. Just one step.
Yeah, and just my biggest piece of advice would be like you to piggyback off of what you said is to be in that moment on your journey. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Don't think, oh, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do that. You gotta focus on what you can do because the more you can do, the more you do, the more you can do. And so it's just like you said, I couldn't do sit ups like that real good when I went back to working out. It was atrocious watching me trying to sit myself up. But after I, kept consistent and just focusing on just the exercises that I was doing each workout, right? Eventually I was doing them things like it wasn't nothing. So
I
so that's
should.
that's my piece of advice too. Don't compare yourself to nobody else and focus on the moment in the journey. So anyway, I was just interested about that. And you talked about your weight loss that you did it a bunch of times. Like, so it's something that comes easy to you now. You know exactly what to do to.
I wouldn't say it comes easy, but I mean, the I feel like the now that I'm here, the intention is behind it. So I'm more intentional than I was before. So even
Okay.
if I fall off a little bit, I'm still intentional. It doesn't fall like, it's still like, okay, well, I ain't work out today. How can I still get my steps in? How can I still get fitness in if I feel like I gotta do this or do that? Or hey, I didn't I don't think I ate any greens today. How can I get my greens in? So for me, the attention is still there. So I'm not gonna say it's as easy because once you fall off too quick, trying to get back on is a little challenging. But at the end of the day, um, I would say I'm more intentional than anything than I ever was before, which will always remain. Which
Yeah,
is
so
why I
that's
cut
like
out
a
so
key
much
factor.
stuff. Yeah, I
That's like
cut out so
a
much
key
stuff.
factor with whatever, because it's not just about the workout, it's about everything else that you're doing throughout the day as well. So
Exactly. So
yeah.
the fitness, what I'm eating, what I'm intaking and stuff like that. So it's still intention behind it. Like so, that's why I stopped using deodorant. I stopped, I try to use a more I try to use natural soap. I try. Sometimes
We're about
I ain't
to
got access to it.
let's
You
rewind a
know
little bit because you said that a couple of times, right?
what?
So, for people who are interested in not using regular deodorant, what do you use in place of deodorant? Do you use anything? I know I've seen people use lime and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yes, so I use lime or lemon. I've been using more lime than lemon for a minute now. I feel like lime lasts way longer. I do feel like lemon though. Um, well, I feel like a lime is a lemon. Lime isn't a lime a lemon before it gets there, or am I?
Girl, don't give me the line. But
Or
now that
am
you
I
said that,
lying? Okay, well look,
but
don't
now
judge
that
me
you
if it's
said that,
not
I'm
true,
writing
but
it
I'ma
down so I can
Google
look it
it.
up.
Okay. But anywho, I would prefer I like lime a little bit better than I like the lemon, but I'll use either or. And it's been over a year now that I've been using it.
Okay, so I have questions, okay? Because
Hmm.
I want to know, like, 'cause I'm a sweater. I sweat even when I'm not working out. I could be sitting in a meeting and then my underarms is going. Like,
That's me. That's me.
so I need to know when you work out, it holds up. The lime holds up. Like,
Yes,
you don't.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's why I started it. I always wanted to, cause I always sweat bad under my pits. I never knew why. So that's why I tried to do I tried so many different deodorants. I went from Dove to Degree to men's deodorant and stuff like that. And so for a while I was using a men's deodorant, and I'm like, it's work, but it's not as good. So what was happening was, it was like the deodorant would pile up under my arm, and then
Mhm.
I would get out the shower. I'm like, I know something ain't right. I know I wash under my arms, and so that's what led to me. Because I'm like, it was. I don't know if it gets backed up or all that product just gets under your arm that way. So that's kind of how I started using it, and so yeah when I first started though, I would keep the lemon on me. I would keep, because I was walking to work,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
I would keep the lemon on me when I first started because I really didn't know. So I would just keep the lemon on me just in case. I'm like,
You
okay,
need to
let me,
reapply.
you know. um, but again, too, what you eat plays a huge part.
Mhm.
We don't realize that what you eat plays a huge part. So making sure you get your greens. So your greens help with that. Your
That
greens help get
chlorophyll
all that.
stuff.
Yeah, your greens help
So
all
I'm
that stuff.
gonna have to
So
test that theory. I'm gonna have to test that theory because the reason why people don't want to use deodorant is because of that aluminum content in there, and it causes different diseases and stuff like that. Now, at one point, I was using like a Tom's natural deodorant,
mhm.
but I don't know what made me stop using it. But like, cause when I play, I think I was doing that when I played kickball. But like I said, I sweat, and I don't care if I sweat as long as I don't stink. But I can't be walking
Right.
around smelling like a steak and cheese or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have
Especially
to
as a
test this
coach.
lime theory.
Especially as but I would start off with lemon, then go to lime, because lemon basically, I feel like lemon, when it comes to odor, is going to help the best. So I would say start with lemon. That way you can detox it out, detox
I'm
everything
gonna
out.
do a test. I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna have to do it on a day on a week where I don't have to go to work, so I can like fully test it that week and see. We're gonna start with lemons, and then we're gonna try the limes.
Yeah, I mean, it works wonders after a while, because now I'm in it for a year now, and mind you, I'm outside coaching the kids, and then I have to get back and do my clients inside, and I'll sweat, but it'll be
Hmm.
no odor. So imagine going all day just
And
lemon
just a
under your foot,
lemon.
and you
Okay.
ain't got no
Listen,
odor, no
I'm gonna try
odor,
it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. It's
no
gonna be an
odor.
experiment because that sounds interesting. And I do know it is like what you eat and stuff like that too. But like I said, I can't be going to no work out smelling like a steak and cheese. Okay.
Of course. So I would say just keep the lemon on you if you gotta, refreshen
A
up. Keep
little
the
baggie with the lemon in it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what
okay,
that's
so
what
this
that's what I did. I used to keep it in the Ziploc bag just in case I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom,
okay.
please.
Okay,
And
so
refreshing if I need to, because that's where I sweat the most is my underarm. It's to the point
I
where
gotta
like
check it out. One
water
time,
would drip, like sweat will be dripping from my underarms. I don't
okay,
know where it's
yeah.
from.
See, one time I remember this one. And this is not healthy. This is not a healthy thing. This is just totally a crazy thing that Damita did one day. I don't know. You could drop in the comments below and say if you ever did this before. But I used to work in the office, right? And I forgot my deodorant. I was rushing that morning. And I realized after I got to work that I didn't remember myself putting on my deodorant. I was like, did I put on deodorant? So I'm like, okay, I don't smell like anything. I was like, but how can I make sure that I don't smell like anything all day? And so I Googled some stuff or whatever. And out of all the things that I had at my disposal in the office was hand sanitizer. So I would put every 2 hours, I would get a couple of squirts of hand sanitizer. But that showed up to there. But
Well, you gotta do what you gotta
I don't
do.
recommend it, but it did not. I didn't start thinking on of it like that. But I'm gonna try the lemon, and I'm gonna move to the lime, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna come back and do a video about it so I can tell y'all what my results were too. I'm gonna do it for a whole week. Maybe I do
Look,
it on
I
my
think
vacation.
once you try for a week, you're gonna want to do it forever, honestly.
I seen a dude talking about it on YouTube too. He had cancer and he does a lot of like green drinks and stuff like that. But he was talking about how he basically he juices a whole bunch of limes, right? And he
Mhm.
puts it in a spray bottle so that he could just spray it on him. I don't know how long it lasts, like as far as in a
All day.
but
It will last you literally
that's
all
crazy.
day. And one thing I learned too, sometimes it's not necessarily your armpits that stick. It's the material that whatever your clothing is made out of. Because I would smell my shirt, I'm like, well, maybe this, once this material gets wet or the body, maybe that starts to, stink too, or maybe I'm just geeking or whatever. But I would feel like, sometimes it's the actual material. But I know just having anything, that's why I don't like wearing long sleeves, because like anytime I
Okay.
have a shirt on, I'm going to sweat it out. Like I am going to sweat. That's like you said, you just sitting there, girl, I'm going to sweat. And so
I'm
that's
going to sweat. I
why.
gotta I can't buy certain materials and stuff like that. Now, I mean, I do a great job not smelling like anything, like a butt deodorant or whatever it is, but I don't want to take the chance and be like,
Just try
what
it
is
out. You're
that
gonna love
smell?
it. You gonna try it out. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it when you try it out. After a while, it just became like a thing for me. Oh, let me go put my deodorant on, and I will only use it like one time, unless like maybe in between, like I didn't have something to do, like I had a client, and okay, I gotta get dressed and go somewhere. I will put it on double, but for the most part, it lasts all day. So
I'm trying.
um, I was out with the kids and stuff like that. I actually had my client this morning, so I didn't really get a chance to get a workout in. I just been doing other stuff around. But again, it's gonna last you all day. You ain't gonna worry
All
about it
right.
all day.
Listen, I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna do a video about it. You know what I'm saying?
Good, 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 good. So, about you, coach. So, how long have you been on this new fitness journey? Like, and what's like your ultimate? Like, what's one body part you want to see toned up the most?
Okay, I'm gonna be realistic about this. Okay, we're gonna talk about the body part first. I would like to see because my go-to answer will be my stomach, but that's gonna be probably the last thing that comes and joins the
Why
rest
you think that? Don't say that.
because I notice how quickly my legs shape up and how quickly my arms start to look or whatever. And so I know that with majority of people when they start working out, it's like you still got that little bit of whatever down there. And I ain't mad at it because, like you said before, I am enjoying the journey that I'm on, the stuff that I can do now that I couldn't do, and stuff like that. So you asked what was the what
What
did
body part?
you asked me about the body part? The body part is my arms.
Okay.
And so when I just really when it really clicked for me as far as I have to be consistent and I have to work out consistently was a year ago tomorrow, actually. Like, I've been active all my life. I ran track in high school. I played basketball, and then I played kickball. I was in martial arts. I'm not a stranger to being active, but it was just on and off, especially when I was an adult. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this right now, and then I'm not gonna do this. And so I played kickball for a while, and I just used that as my method to maintain not being like obese. You know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't in shape then either. I just had trained my body to be able to, do what I needed to do for kickball. But I definitely was completely out of shape. But last year, I decided I was going to stop drinking a lot of alcohol because I used to drink all the time. Like every function I was going to, somebody had a drink, I was drinking. Now, I still will partake here and there, but it ain't nowhere near how it used to be. So I told myself I'm going to stop drinking. And then I found a fitness gym in my area. It was a women's gym. And I did something that I don't recommend. And this is why, because it was from what you said earlier. If you haven't worked out in a long time, you don't need to jump back into something so intense that it scares you. Now, this particular thing didn't scare me because of the community, the women that were there. It made me keep going back. And then once I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go, even when I don't feel like going, and I'm just gonna switch it off in my head. When I walk in there, I'm just gonna do whatever exercise they tell me to do. I had to stop comparing myself, and I had to just focus on, okay, let me focus on doing this. And once I forgot about the end result that I was going to, then the habit just stuck, and I started liking how I was feeling after the workouts and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, what made it stick for me, I think, was getting a little older and realizing that, I can't do nothing about getting older, but I can definitely do something about being old and fat, and we're not doing that. So,
I say.
so that's
I say. I
so
say.
that's why I'm stuck now. I gotta do something. Like you said, I didn't work out today, but I worked out a lot during not even a lot during the past week, but I hit my goals during the past week for workouts. And so today I was supposed to do something, but like work got in the way. But I didn't feel bad because I still went on a walk. I still ate good and stuff like that. So, and then I still, I've been having my little water and stuff. So, and I got a half a kombucha left in the refrigerator. I got a ginger ale that I gotta finish. Um,
Oh, really? Okay, good. Girl, I be drinking kombucha like it ain't no tomorrow. I every time I go to Margalisha, buy me like 2 bottles. And kind of like just spread it out. And during the week though, like I try to put flaxseed into my smoothies because that's that good fiber that your body needs. So that kombucha, I know I had one this weekend. I know I had a kombucha either yesterday. I know I got another one in there. So I have kombucha at least 4 to 5 days
I get it
out the
here and
week.
there because it's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, I be tearing
But
them things up. It ain't nothing but take it back, take it
I
back,
be like, oh, I'm
take
gonna
it back.
drink half of this and
Girl,
then I'm
drink the whole thing. That's what you need, the whole bottle. Your body need that. Drink the whole bottle.
I'm trying to
And
see how I feel when I do it because I drink a lot of water. I always keep a cup or my little Codas water bottle, and I drink my water. But um, I don't know. I gotta get, I'm trying to get into the kombucha because, like I said, it's.
I don't, I don't know. I might be weird because I actually love the taste of the kombucha. It tastes good to me, and I got
No,
different
I didn't
ones
say it
that
was
like.
nasty. It's not nasty.
I know it. I know that little that I guess like the soda. I guess that part it could be strong, especially depending on the brand. Synergy, you going straight get that rah rah. You open it up, it's like Sprite a little bit. But I love it. The berry lemonade is my favorite. I like the pineapple one. I love just about any flavor of kombucha. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I love kombucha. I
I
drink
like
it
the
all
ones
the
that I
time.
tried. For the brand that you're talking about, I like the ones that I tried. And like I said, I'm just trying to see how I like. I want to pay attention to see actually how do I feel a difference? How does it make me feel, or whatever. But yeah. So I just drink half of the time. So that's
Really, I drink the whole bottle. It may take me some time though. I might have it. It might get a little warm, but I drink that bottle. Yeah, I'll drink the
you
whole
drink it
bottle.
warm.
I mean, if it sits
No,
out, if I ain't get to drink it all, because what I like to do is I like to mix it with I like to go toe to toe with it with water. So when I drink some kombucha, I am drinking some water. Kombucha, water, kombucha. Like, it's kind of
okay.
they neck and neck and they back and forth together. So I try to drink them together because I feel like that's, be
Not
fussing my
going toe
stomach
to
out.
toe.
Huh?
I said not going toe to toe with the water. I
Yes,
know that's right.
toe to toe, girl, toe to
What's up,
toe.
Geechee Dan Buford? He said he needs a new trainer. He was laughing at me saying, I'm not gonna be old and fat. Nah, I can be as old as I want to, but we ain't gonna be fat over here. Um,
Look, I don't know. Like, I just want to get to because I don't know. Like, I'm feeling some type of way. I mean, I've been wanting to gain, which I'm happy. Hi, baby.
he's so
Hi.
funny. He looking like, okay, she got me doing the stupid human thing again.
Girl, my cat is not gonna finna come through. She is so girl. But I'm feeling some type of way because I am gaining. Like, I've been wanting to gain because yo, I was straight up and down. Like, last year I was fitting a size zero. Okay,
What?
zero. Yes, I'm not lying to you. Last year I was in a zero. Okay, when I say zero, I mean zero. I was in a size
I
zero.
know that's right. I ain't never seen that.
Girl, I know that's right. That was
I ain't
that
never
was a
even
trip.
going to see that. Okay, no.
That was a trip. But now I'm like in at least 4 to 5. Okay, I went from 0 to 4 to 5, which I'm cool. So I'm still in a small. I'm small. Okay, I know not an extra small. I know a small is what, like 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4, something like that.
But that ain't my ministry either. I don't know nothing about no threes, fours, fives, sixes, sevens,
I, I
eights.
I
I
feel
know about a
bigger than
10,
that though. The
a 10,
crazy
a
thing
12, and a
is,
14.
so the crazy thing is, I feel bigger than that. Even though, like, I guess I'm more like my thighs they're spreading, but they're toned, which I
Hmm.
can't. My quads they're coming out there, but I still got work on some things like, especially my arms. Like, my arms are toned, but I still want to work on. Like, I want to work on everything. Getting my butt right. That was my main thing. Because I feel like I had lost it all. So trying to get everything thing back to it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gonna be working on your body for forever. You think you done lost, you think I'm
Hmm.
like, and last year I'm like, okay, I can do a zero. I can do the zero thing. Kind of find out, like, girl, I don't like the zero.
I don't know what
So
that's like. I think the lowest I've been was probably 142. When I went to the military was probably like the last time I had abs. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the military, I was in my 20s, so I was in my pre-adult body, and I could do push-ups and sit-ups and all of that like nothing. But when you sit on the sidelines for a long time, you got to work to get that back. So I'm proud of myself on how far that I've come. But you're right; it's gonna be your especially if you're looking at performance goals. Like a lot of people, are like, oh, I want to lose weight. I don't really care about the weight loss part because I know it's gonna be a byproduct of whatever I'm doing. So I care about how I feel and how my clothes fit.
I
And,
say,
and then I got these little belly beads, and when they drop, I be like, yes, you know what I mean. I know I'm doing something right in the kitchen, and I know that my exercise is working. So it's always going to be like a new thing to focus on, whether it's how you're eating better, creating new habits. One of my things is to get people to create the habit of working out. I use habit stacking, you know what I'm saying, which is basically pick something that you always do that you never forget to do and put something that you want to start doing right behind that or right before that so that you can't do
mm-hmm.
that thing until you do that. And I usually start with a couple, but just it's just like a couple of small changes that you make to just incorporate. It's not as hard as people think because if you think about even an hour's workout out of your day, if you did an hour, that's still not a lot of your day. You know what I mean? So if you do that 3 times a week, starting out, like you definitely will see some results and being more consistent. And you'll see some changes that you weren't even thinking about. Like a lot of things that boost me now on like the benefits of working out, I wasn't thinking about how I would feel after the workout. I wasn't thinking about, how good I feel consistently eating right or making good choices with food. Um, I don't know. Like your goals just change once you start to focus on something other than I want to lose weight.
Yeah, but the thing is too, like, when you understand it's a lifelong journey, you'll understand that you'll have a multitude of goals. So your first goal may be to lose weight, and then after that, you get to maintain it. You know, okay, I want to tone my arms up more. I want
Hmm.
to get this body part looking away, or I want to. I want to be able to incorporate more fasting into my schedule. I want to incorporate different things and understand too. Like an hour is good, but especially when you first start out, you don't need an hour.
Nope.
You can set
That's what I'm
aside.
saying. Like I listen, I am as I actually on my YouTube channel for fitness, it's the home of the quick workouts because I don't feel like you need to be in the gym for hours. I feel like I know what I did. I know I on my personal workouts, I go in there, I do what I need to do, or if I don't go to the gym, I do it right here in the living room. I get it in, bust my sweat, work my muscles, and then I'm out. Like you would just be surprised how those quick workouts, consistently done, the GOAT. That's
I
all I say.
think just feelings though, like all right, instead of like okay, I'm gonna do a quick workout. Because I used to. Now, if I'm having a good time, I can work out for at least an hour or so by myself. If I'm having a good time, sometimes I may work out with my client. Like, okay, I got enough
Yeah,
energy.
I own
I'm
it.
gonna just finish it out on my own, finish my workout, and da da da. Because me and my clients, we do the same workout, which is why me and my clients typically have the same type of results when it comes to abs and toning wise. So that's not an issue. But what I'm saying is, the duration. I may not work out for a whole hour. Now I may have worked out spaced out. You can space out
Mm-hmm.
your workout. So I may have done 30 minutes this morning and then did another 30 minutes this evening and then took a walk. So imagine how what you
Mm-hmm.
all did. So you can space your workout out. You can let's say, okay, well, I want to set aside 30 minutes. You can do a 10-minute workout in the morning, 10 workout maybe in the afternoon. Maybe you got time, especially if you work from home, then 10 in the afternoon. So you can break it up. You don't have it don't have to be the whole thing. You can like literally break it up. But again, it's about getting that. It's about basically like coach said about building a habit. Because once you get the habit done, how long you work out really ain't gonna matter. Like you'll
No.
just do it just because of the fact that you're used to doing it.
Because this is another fun fact. It really is not about the workout. Like I was telling you earlier, it's about all the other stuff that you're also doing throughout the day.
Mhm.
So it's about that intention. You know what I mean? Um, and I think that's the main thing or whatever. Because even when I have moments or I have had moments where I did not stick to a consistent workout plan like I know like I am on now, but I may have gotten in a couple of days here, a couple of days there, but life was just life. But it's in those moments too that I notice results as well if I'm still being intentional. So that's why I said I like to focus on creating the habit. I don't care what it is that you do. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? It's not no one specific exercise. It's not no amount of reps. Like you said, it's not about the duration that you're in the gym. It's about your intentionality and being consistent in doing it. And if you like what you're doing, you're gonna keep doing it. So that's why I also don't I agree about the hours and hours in the gym. That's just like a deterrent or whatever. So, and then
And
I
that's what
want
people.
people to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, and that's what people too. Like a lot of times, we spend hours in the gym. They already done got the bodies that they want. The base of it, like I could say, okay, we got the base, but now we just adding it to it. So a
Hmm.
lot of times the hours, they love that. They love that shit. The habit done built. That's why we say do workouts that you love to do, especially in the
That's what I was
beginning.
about to say.
So that way, um, I have someone continue to call me. Hold on one second.
Okay. I'll keep talking while she's doing that. But no, that's what I was gonna say too. I was gonna say do workouts that you like doing. Don't force yourself to do something that you just absolutely dread because you're just gonna hate it. Like why not? Like there's so many different forms of cardio. You don't have to run if you don't want to. You don't have to walk if you don't want to. You could jump rope, you could do squats, you could do a whole bunch of things for cardio if you don't like certain, cardio exercises or other exercises for that matter. A lot of people don't like burpees. There's a modification for everything, and you can still hit those muscles in different ways. Just do stuff that you and your body enjoys. So that would be my one of my main points or whatever. But for the people that are in the chat, give me one thing that you struggle with on your workout journey. If you're not on a workout journey, give me a reason why you did not work out today or why you're not working out this week or why you haven't worked out if you're not a person that works out. But yeah, type that in the chat because me and Coach Jasmine are just doing these collabs. One, so that we can kind of get to know each other better because we'll be working together in the future. We've been working together a little bit over the last couple of weeks, and so we just want to use these sessions to like share information. People ask questions. We're going to ask each other questions. Um, and things like that. But if you would, I want you to tell tell me about like what was the question I have for you? It was about your workouts. Oh, you normally you so in your day you do group fitness and you do one-on-one fitness.
No, I will. Well, kind of yeah, kind of no. So I used to work at a gym, so Mondays would have been today would have been my group day. So I used to work at Retro Fitness. I used to host live group fitness classes there. As well as to do virtual group sessions too. I used to do virtual group and I have one-on-one clients. So I've
Okay.
kind of done a little bit of everything in between my little 2 years of coaching. So I should do both. Yeah, that answered your question.
Okay. Yeah. Group fitness just seems like I could be in the class, but I haven't thought
So,
about like
so
doing.
you've been to a class before, right?
That was what I started with this past year or whatever. So I mean, I don't know. See, but she was different. She was like she'd been doing it for years, so it just looked like it came easy to her.
Mhm.
But just just I think it's the idea of just having so
So,
many different people on different levels at the same time. I don't know. I don't know.
don't I wouldn't. You must got Virgo placements or like Earth placement. Just how like you think about everything. I want to know your birth chart. We gotta talk about that too.
We can talk about that, yeah, because I saw your other interview, and I know we talked about the numerology thing too. So we can talk
Yeah,
about.
and are you gonna give me an interview or?
I am gonna give you an
Oh,
interview.
okay, okay,
That's
okay.
why
I
I'm
know I
trying
keep
not to
bringing.
ask. I'm not asking you certain questions because I'm saving that for the interview. But I really want to do the interview. Um, you know, I want it to
Well, whenever you
be.
can, boo. Whenever you
No, I'm
can,
saying I
boo.
want
I'm
it
just
to be
excited for it.
fun. I don't want to. I got some questions for you. Put it that way. I
Okay.
got another list of questions for you for that.
What did you just ask, babe?
No, we were talking about the
Oh.
group fitness, and you was like, I must have earth placements because of how.
Yeah, cause yeah, I wouldn't think too much of it. Like my first ever class that I did was my own that I hosted on my own, and it sold out. So, I said all that. Say you just don't know. Now, was I nervous? Yes, but once I started it, I got in the groove of it. It was easy
Hmm.
peasy. The best thing about the easiest thing about group classes is that one is like with one-on-one coaching. Well, I don't know, maybe a lot of trainers because I would consider myself a trainer. I don't consider myself a trainer. I hate one thing about I hate when somebody call me a trainer. It grinds my gears, okay? Because I'm like I'm not a trainer. I was not trained to train. But
I see what you're
anywho,
saying.
like I'm not a trainer. Now that I consider myself a coach, yes. If you say group fitness instructor, I'll take that too.
But
but
not fitness trainer. See, and then
not
the
fitness
crazy thing
trainer.
is like sometimes I've noticed when I've been trying to like get my pages and stuff together on social media and stuff, like some like I think Facebook didn't have an option for me. I think it had an option to put coach maybe, but related to fitness, it only had fitness trainer. And I was just like,
Yep.
all
So
right,
I know.
well,
Yep. I know my
but
Facebook, my business Facebook probably say fitness trainer. But the thing is about that is one, it's easier to take a break. I can say it's easier when one is easier when people know your routines. And a
hmm
lot of the classes that, and I honestly wanted to be a group fitness instructor just by all the classes that I took and who I saw, like Kiara Lachey, Dance Fitness with Jessica, like seeing them in actual rooms with women and they exchanging energy. So when I did, it was like, whoa, it was just so much fun, especially, when you're amongst all these people and they're hyping,
yeah,
they're hyping you up, you hyping them up and stuff like that. And then you can really for me as a coach, I make sure I acknowledge everyone in the room. Cause I'm
hmm
someone that's going to give you a nickname. So I see someone, I see you, boo. Hey, boo. Come on, Stink. You got this. Like I'm someone that's going to acknowledge everyone. Like, oh yes, you better get it, Stink. Like I am that. I am that coach. I'm that
okay,
person. And so that's what makes it so much fun. And that's what I always saw when I went to the classes, which is why
me
I
too,
wanted
yeah.
to do it because that fired me up, especially. And then I like okay, you got good music involved and they getting a good sweat in, they crying because it hurt. That works. Even when I'm doing one on one with my clients and
You
we
said
they're
they
not
crying.
it's so much fun. So I wouldn't think that much into it. All you gotta do when you start, especially when you explain in the beginning of routine, you always let them know what they're going to do beforehand, and I always modify it. So as long as you already got a modified version of what you showing, you're
Mm-hmm.
good. This is modified, and I always specify. Okay, look, if you can't do this, you're here. And then while you're in the crowd, you're fixing everyone. Hey, look, I see you doing this.
Yeah.
Get that, especially with in classes and we're using the weights. You can talk about what size they got. So like, hey, some people may need 3, some need 5, you get what I'm saying. So
Mm-hmm.
it's different for everyone, but it's a good time. I
Yeah,
love
I,
it. I
I
really do.
enjoyed being a part of the group fitness class. I mean, but honestly, when I first started, part of that was that I just needed to blend in. Don't single me out. But I used to always be the one to get called out for something or whatever. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna move to that or whatever. But my main focus is just like I said, I'm sharing my own journey, the things that I have done, and I want to talk about the things that I've overcome because I feel like there's not enough talk about like what it takes to actually get you to make the decision to, you know, create the habit in a way that you can stick with it in a way that works for your life because everybody's schedule is different, everybody's learning styles different and things like that, but it really matters what your why is, just like anything in business or whatever. It matters what your why is and what is it that's going to um work for you. But you actually do have to sit down and look at your day, your schedule, and see what points of your day are you acting like you don't have that, acting like you have something to do when you really could be exercising. So that's what I find sometimes. But
Well, like you said, you are mindset, and one thing that I see a lot of fitness coaches and stuff like that now, they're okay with giving you the formula, like, hey, you can do this when you go to the gym, do this, you do that when you go to the gym, but they don't talk about here,
mm-hmm.
because in order for you to do anything, it gotta be up here. You gotta at least
Yep.
want to do it, and at least be willing to try it. At least be open to trying it. It's your mindset that starts there. When I started my journey, I'm like, look, I don't really have a goal weight in mind. I don't really have a goal body shape in mind. I'm just gonna start and just lose, and then once I get to where I want to be, I'ma take it. I ain't expect to get down to 117, but again, I was like, I ain't got it. It's the intention behind it. Honestly, that's all that. It's the intention, but you
Mm-hmm.
gotta have that mindset to want to do it. So that's why it's important that you are a mindset coach, because we don't talk about mindset. That's like we just want, hey, here goes the formula, and that's a lot of times we want the formula, but I can give it to you. But
No. Yeah. But
if you ain't going to do it long term, it really honestly doesn't even mean anything.
And I
So
mean, that's the other thing too. Like when I was doing those, when I was joining the group fitness classes, it was some hard exercises that I was already walking in there saying, "Oh, I'm not going to do that, or I can't do that, or I can't do that," before I even seen or tried myself, made myself try to do it. And it was like, girl, your mind is stronger than your body because you could be holding yourself up and your mind be like, girl, we tired. And you be like, all right, yes, we are. But if you get through that and talk yourself through it, because I still talk myself through my workouts. I be wanting to stop. Okay, you did enough. No, because we need to do this and we need to work this and then we can stop. Your mind will like dupe you a lot. So you have to really, really kind of work on that component. And if you work on that component, everything else is so much easier because it's just all in one, it's all in how you look at it, and two, it's just about knowing that you are capable of doing whatever it is that your mind is trying to tell you that you can't do. So anyway,
Ashton,
I got
I'm
off the
sorry,
tangent.
guys. I got me a new stand because y'all, my ring light is broke. Okay, it's broke to the core. So that was Amazon
I know
giving me
that's right.
my new tripod, but I don't know how to do this, y'all. So that's what I was trying to do, try to figure this out.
I know that's right. Well, you better Google or look on YouTube and find a video with that product name and watch somebody put it together so you can know how to put it together.
Yes, ma'am. But it was nice being on here with you, Coach. And we will be back on Wednesday. So y'all let us know. Oh, we didn't get to mention that we're doing an at-home ad. Coach, you gotta tell them about that.
Yeah, so me and Coach Jasmine are going to collaborate to do Ultimate Ab Makeover Challenge. And so it's an at-home workout challenge that we're gonna both be participating in. You are going to get support from both me and Coach Jasmine. You will get live workout videos and you'll get videos to do on your own. And then we also will have like a group, a support group of people who are trying to create the habit or trying to sustain the habit of moving and and being healthier, so definitely come back and talk to us on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about something else on Wednesday that you guys are probably going to be interested in. So yeah, if you're catching the replay, leave replay #replay in the comments and answer the questions that I asked the chat. That's your homework. All right. Okay, Jasmine, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna talk to you on Wednesday, lady. Okay.
All right, thank you,
All right.
Coach.
You welcome. Bye,
And
coach. See you later.